Mexico, my home country, the country that saw me grow up, a place full of celebration, laughs, and an unexplainable love for soccer. Just as every kid in Mexico, I shared a passion for soccer. My name is Francisco Valsec. My friends call me Paco or Ale Paco. I consider myself to be someone very cheerful and who loves to have fun. As a kid, I dreamed of becoming a professional soccer player. I was probably not the best, but the desire was always there because of how much I enjoyed soccer. As I grew up, I would always think of the future and what I wanted to do with my life. My father owns a soda business, and as the time passed by, I grew more and more fond of it, and it was business. But I wasn't completely sure. It was the summer of 2012 when my parents decided to go to a church in Mexico. We had never been there before, and there is where my future changed completely. I was only 15, and as each Sunday passed, it gave me more and more desire to hear and learn about the Word of the Lord. It was something that interested me a lot. The turning point in my life was when I accepted Jesus in my heart. Since then, life has turned 180 degrees for good, and a whole new adventure started. Because of my dad's work, we moved to Los Angeles. It's an amazing city. I fell in love with it the moment I arrived. It was my first encounter with American Christians, and it was a pretty cool experience. I feel very blessed to have arrived to the church I go to because we have a super cool youth group. We serve together, we go on trips together, and we have tons of fun. There, I met one of my first mentors in my walk with Jesus, and his name is Trevor. He was a youth pastor there, and he is one of those few people you can call a true imitator of Christ. I've also had other very valuable teachers here in the United States, like Jonathan Mendez and his group of people. I thank God so much for bringing me here to California, because I have made tons of friends from all over the world. We hang out every day, and it's great because I get to learn from many different cultures. Now, I know how life in the United States is. As I pondered on how God had given me so much, I felt the need to give some of that love back to Him. I am aware I will never be able to pay for what He did, but I wanted to do something in return. So I asked, what can I do to serve you, Lord? So many ideas came to mind, but none of them seemed to work. Until He called me to make YouTube videos for teens and give them biblical advice on life in an easy and fun way. The Lord told me to name my channel Mountain Shredders. I got this name out of a Bible verse in Isaiah 41:15, where it says, He will make us a true mountain shredder. Nothing that comes against us will defeat us because He is in control. Currently, I have 12 videos, both in Spanish and English, and I have seen God's power work through them. When I arrived to the United States, I didn't know what God truly wanted me to do here. I came because my whole family moved here, but the thing that amazes me is how God had an amazing plan for me here, and I even found my passion, which is to preach to the youth on how Jesus is not outdated. I have also been doing that in my church, and I have also been invited to other churches as well to do so. I can say for a fact, God looks over the ones He loves. Today at 18, I think about my future, and I want to continue making videos, and my hope is to be a couple of feet and hands that are very impacting for the kingdom of God in my community. I want for Mountain Shredders to be a YouTube channel where all the young people find a word of encouragement, inspiration, and hope. Why? Because it has worked in my life, and I'm sure it would work in theirs. I don't want any glory, or want Mountain Shredders to have any praise, because one day I will die. I want the Lord to receive all the glory. In the future, I also want to speak at conferences just like Francis Chan does. He is one of my idols. And I want to convey the truth about Jesus Christ to young people in an easy and understanding way here in California, United States, Mexico, and why not, the world.